The High Five Habit Book Summary. You must have seen a child. When the child does some work, and when you praise that child after seeing that work and give him a slight high five, that child becomes motivated and does that work more. He tries to do better. You can't even imagine how important a small high five is for that child. Just like that, a high five can also bring a better change in your life. This book will teach us how to adopt the high five habits. Having good habits is a gift in itself. Your good habits help you move forward in your life. It is simply that your good habits give you the inspiration to grow with positivity. If you adopt bad practices, you take your life away from success. Now imagine that you confidently do your work on time and care for your health, family, and work. So your neighbor spends his every day similarly and lives with bad habits like smoking and drinking. Although both of you are working in your way, you can be faster and more successful with good habits than your neighbor. If he can see himself as an important person, his chances of success will be significantly less. To understand this very well, we will talk about a great book, The High Five Habit, by Mel Robbins. You may have seen a child. When the child does some work, and you praise that child after seeing that work and give him a slight high five, that child becomes motivated and does that work more. He tries to do better. You can't even imagine how important a small high five is for that child. Just like that, a high five can also bring a better change in your life. This book will teach us how to adopt the high five habits. After which you will learn how to start living your life as the most important person. High five habit is effortless to hear, but by adopting this habit, you can feel perfect changes. The author has also told about many such people who adopted this habit and achieved better results in their life. Through the book, you can learn to trust yourself and embrace it as a habit, with which you can work confidently to fulfill your goals and dreams. The book has mentioned habits are a simple yet powerful tool that changes your outlook, mindset, and behavior. So prepare to laugh and learn because you can take steps to boost your confidence, happiness, and results right away. So get ready. It's time to give yourself the high five, celebration, and support you deserve. So let's start. Chapter 1. You deserve a high five life. Suppose you want more celebration, validation, love, acceptance, and optimism. Practice giving those things to yourself. Simply put, everything starts with you. If you are unhappy with your dreams, who else will be satisfied with your goals except you? If you can't look yourself in the mirror and see someone lovable, why would anyone look, and why would anyone else love you? And speaking of everyone else, when you learn how to love and support yourself, it helps every relationship in your life. When you can celebrate yourself, it enables you to cheer louder for others, be it your friends, your supporters, your family, your neighbors, and your partner. This is because your relationship with yourself is the foundation of every relationship. The kind of relationship you have with yourself is the same one with others. You are not happy when you have achieved your goals. Instead, you deserve to be happy just as you are, and where you are starting today. You not only deserve it, but you need it too. It fulfills your most primal emotional need to be seen, heard, and accepted accordingly. More than that, based on research, you are successful with this kind of support. Feeling encouraged, trusted, and celebrated are the most inspiring forces on this planet, through whom you can achieve everything that you want to accomplish in your life. Now the question becomes, how can this be achieved? So the answer is straightforward. When your high five is a daily habit, your secret can quickly discover another weird part about getting high. You feel the power inside you instead of looking to the outside. Meaning you get to know that person and everything that represents your life. So now, whenever you look at yourself in the mirror, remember that you are not just looking at your physical self in the mirror, but you are obeisance to your presence, like a neighbor waving to you from his front window. You raise your hand and silently say to yourself, "Hey you. I want to see you. You have got it." And when you wake up every morning and look at yourself in the mirror, you feel your presence. And when you give your greetings, it all makes a significant impact on your mood, your emotions, your inspiration, your flexibility, and your outlook. So start greeting your presence from today itself and make it your habit by doing this every morning. Slowly you can feel the positive results yourself. Chapter 2. High Five Habit is not a gesture. This is self-verification. It does not matter in which situation you are. There is no special occasion to recognize and magnify yourself. Now, if you are standing in boxer shorts, tattered clothing, exercise gear, or your birthday suit, even then, go to the mirror and try to feel your presence. When your hand gives a high five to the mirror, you can see, hear, and feel the glory. Besides, once your hand hits that mirror, your mood won't be the only thing that can change. Along with this, your perspective also changes. It makes you wonder what big thing you want to do today. Or what more excellent work should you accomplish. So to use this technique, stand up and look at yourself in the mirror, whatever situation you are in. Then feel your inner self. And ask him what he should do to move forward in his life. However, you may have made a to-do list earlier to complete your essential tasks, and if not, then make a to-do list soon and include all the vital works you want to achieve. Then stand in front of the mirror and ask yourself which of the tasks included in your to-do list is most important. Remember that while doing this, focus on something other than meaningless commissions. Because when doing so, people often start focusing on everyone and everything else. Because of this, it becomes challenging to complete a task. So instead of doing this, practice high five and think about what you want to do for yourself. How do you look today? Who do you want to be? What personal project do you need to work on more yourself? Stand in front of the mirror and ask yourself all these questions, and you will get the answers from your inner self. You might not imagine, but standing in front of the mirror and asking these questions can be more powerful than you think. But, realizing your strength is the greatest strength in this world. Recent research from Harvard Business School has found that taking a moment to mirror your work improves job performance, helps you be more effective, and inspires you. It influences everything from your confidence in achieving this is possible with a slight moment of mirroring. So start doing this today to become successful and productive in your life. Chapter 3, Research supports this. A high five has been well documented. To achieve this in your life, wait until you hear when they discover the best ways to motivate kids to tackle challenging tasks. High fives. To find out this, in research, children of the school-age category were divided into 3 groups and asked to complete some complex tasks. Then, the researchers gave them one of 3 different forms of incentive. Children were either praised for one of their specialties, example, you're so smart or you're so brilliant, or they were told that they were working hard and praised for their effort. Example, you're dedicated, or they were given a high five. The best form we often do to motivate children, to propel them forward in any task, we give them a high five. Research has shown that children who were told they were intelligent, brilliant, or skilled were the least motivated and had the least fun. At the same time, children who were praised for their effort felt more joy and powerfully delivered high-level performances. But the kids who got a modest high five, despite making mistakes, they felt the most positive about themselves and their actions and persevered the longest. The results were so precise that the researchers titled the study The High Five Motive in the academic journal Frontiers in Psychology. A small high five can change your results and motivate you to progress. If you pay attention, you may have felt that whenever you give a high five to your children, they start doing that work more intensely. In the same way, you can also give yourself a high five to improve your results and start moving forward in your life. Chapter 4, High Five, Confidence, and How to Build a Champion. A high five in yourself and in your ability to succeed in life. It also helps you build confidence. Researchers at UC Berkeley conducted an NBA study to discover success habits. At the start of a season, they recorded how often players gave each other high fives and other signs of encouragement, such as fist bumps. At the time of a game at the start of the season, the researchers predicted which teams would have the best records at the end of the season. The best NBA teams that made it to the championship were the ones with the highest fives. Why are there so many good soothsayers with minor high five positive results? It all comes down to trust. The teams that took 5 points in a row kept lifting each other. Physical touch says, I have received your support. Let's go, we all have each other's support. Along with this high five, there are many benefits. It helps you overcome a bad game. It uplifts your mood. It infuses confidence. And reminds you that you can still win. The teams that gave the high fives played in a way that all trusted each other completely. The power of trust shared through it made them a champion. Also, the people who did not high five or didn't support each other, they lost badly. Also, those people played themselves down, due to which their record was worst. Even if a team has good players, that alone is not enough. When you're a high five through every moment of practice, through the entire season, and through the right to win a championship, celebration, and promotion, create a culture it inspires you to give your all selflessly. It's that feeling you need, and you can build that partnership with yourself. To take advantage of this, start feeling this feeling. Chapter 5, Be Kind. While researchers research all the things you can change in your life that make a meaningful impact on the quality of your life, there is one most important change you need to make. This change is about creating a habit of being kind to yourself. Researchers from Britain's University of Hertfordshire have researched things that create happiness and satisfaction. They looked at a whole chain of behaviors and habits you can use to improve your life, from exercising to trying new things, working on your relationships, and being kinder to others. To do something that brings you a sense of meaning, and work on your goals, you name it. To feel happiness and satisfaction in your life, first, accept yourself. Meaning how kind you are to yourself and what you do to make yourself happy has a direct and proportional effect on your happiness. Being kind to yourself can completely transform your life, yet accepting ourselves has become what we practice the least. This is why you cannot always take yourself as you are. We see its effect clearly in the gym. You constantly try to change instead of accepting yourself, yet you still think that you are not doing enough or not doing it right. This is why being kind to yourself matters. To begin with, accept yourself the way you are. When you start doing this, you can achieve happiness and satisfaction. Chapter 6, So why don't you do it? We are yet to be taught how to start moving forward. While it is pretty easy, those whose parents were harsh on themselves, in turn, are harsh on their children. Simply put, some people have grown up in such an environment and consider themselves weak. This is why people who have such an environment around them cannot move forward in their life. For example, you may have grown up with a mother who criticized herself in the mirror or felt guilty for taking time for herself. Or a father who never expressed his feelings and measured his self-worth based on what he earned or how he achieved success outside the house. If you are harsh on yourself, it does not mean you can do the same with your children. By doing this, you make your children weak. So instead of doing this, could you encourage them to move forward? If you have gone through all these things as a child, ensure your children do not have to face all this. However, it is only possible to do this sometimes. Sometimes you can be harsh. But after that, accept your mistake. And whenever you do this, remember that your parents have repeated what was done to them. This is the reason why you are so harsh on yourself. As a child, your mind absorbs everything around you. Teach your kids if you want to help them move forward in their life. Encourage them to move forward by giving them a high five. And praise them for their efforts. You can do the same with yourself. Praise yourself for your efforts as well. And move forward with positivity. Chapter 7, Frequently Asked Questions, FAQs. Question: How do you do? This question often comes to everyone's mind before starting any work. However, it is straightforward to create. Now, if we talk about adopting the high five habit, every morning before you look at your phone or put things around the world in your mind, take a moment to be with your reflection. Then when you leave that bathroom, almost every moment will be about other people. You may be distracted by your phone to see what's happening at work or what your kids need. But remember that the high five habit is just a moment for you every morning. It takes 2 simple but powerful steps: standing in front of a mirror and being with yourself for a second. When you feel ready, give yourself a high five. Question: High five, why doesn't anyone else get it? You look in the wrong mirror when you seek your worth in accepting others. Simply put, 1,000,000 likes on social media mean nothing if you don't like yourself. So instead of looking at the likes of others, start liking yourself. And focus on bragging about yourself. When you brag about yourself and start liking yourself, it is evident that other people will start liking you too. Question: Why does someone do so simple work? To say it is straightforward to adopt this habit. and assuming this habit works. It would be easy to think it's the dumbest thing you've ever heard. But there is a secret hidden in it. Now imagine how you would do it if adopting the high five habit was so easy. These tools only work when you use them. Change in your behavior happens only when you repeat the behavior. Use it daily to make high five your new habit. Since it's easy and feels good, by doing it every day, you'll be proving to yourself that you can take on a challenge, which builds your confidence. Just focus on making it your habit. Chapter 8, A High Five Morning. Till now, we have learned about the benefits of the high five habit and how to make the high five habit. You may have known that by adopting the high five habits, you can get better results in your life. As we previous chapter, the high five habit needs to be practiced every morning to make it a habit because the high five habit is a moment in the morning. So let us now know how high five morning can be started. A high five morning is like an easy promise which can be easily accomplished. Every promise has been included in the book through research. This is very easy to do, and when you make these promises to yourself, you get good results from which you can achieve happiness and satisfaction. It starts when your alarm goes off. Now just high five of your new habit. Put yourself first, wake up when the alarm rings. Tell yourself what you need to gossip about. I'm okay. I'm safe. I love myself. Give yourself a gift, make your bed. Convince yourself, give yourself a high five by looking in the mirror. Take care of yourself, take care of your health and work in the morning. A high five in the morning is what starts your day. These promises help you prioritize yourself, your needs, and your goals before your to-do list, phone, social media, email from work, the flurry of news, your family's needs, and everything else outside your control. Help to give. When you make these simple promises to yourself, you come first. And every day of your life gets better with every morning. So make these promises to yourself to feel the better change and high five your life and start your better life with. Conclusion. Let us learn the lessons again that we have learned once. Trust that your high five are worthy of living. Stand in front of the mirror and feel the presence of your inner self. I am motivated to feel a high five. Be kind to yourself and accept yourself the way you are. Get on with your life by bragging about yourself. High five habits are your new habit. Follow through on the high five habit forming promises to make a difference in your life for the better. From this book, we high five to the power. You can bring better and best changes in your life. These better changes will help in making your life more successful and productive. If you also want to be successful and bring significant changes in your life, take care of all the essential things mentioned in the book. The High Five Habit Book Review. Reviews of the book have been generally positive. Many readers have found the high five habit to be a practical and effective tool for boosting positivity and productivity. They appreciate the simplicity of the habit and the tangible results they see in their lives. I, too, agree with this. The book has received praise for its clear and accessible writing style and its practical tips and exercises. However, some reviews have criticized the book for being too repetitive and not offering enough new insights beyond the central concept of the high five habit. Additionally, some readers have noted that the habit may not be as effective for everyone and may be difficult to sustain over the long term. Overall, the high five habit is a worthwhile read for anyone looking to cultivate more positivity, motivation, and productivity. While the book may not offer groundbreaking insights, its clear and actionable advice can help readers progress personally and professionally. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share. See you in next videos.